Yeah. Pound tree trader. Charts lit. Wrist tight. Inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. NQ moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators clutter in my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah that's the plan. Side bar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund a dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah we build on rules. Price action only, that's the tool. From sin to payout, yeah we stay clean. Inside the pines, that's the thing.
Yo, what is up? What's going on, everyone? What's good? What's good? Mobro, what's going on? Miss K, Digital Nukes, Catastrophe, what's going on? Chris trades A Patriots, Corey 2S, D-Bon, Peter, Jared, Arpende, what's going on? Traded 8 days, achieved profits, haven't busted rules. My payout request tab on Apex doesn't have any of the accounts listed. Anyone else having this delay? Not really sure, Jared. It's been a hot minute since I've had to was able to request a payout. So I don't know if anyone else is having that issue. What's going on over here on the... Oh, just Miss K again. Smash that like button, she says. Let's go. So I was working on a video before I hopped on here. So just editing a new video. A little long form. Haven't done a long form in a while. So that should come out in a day. Probably tomorrow. So today was kind of mixed day for me, mixed bag. I ended up down 270 bucks across all my Apex accounts, and also I lost a pro account, which sucks, but I do have I did make 950 on the 150K over the buffer, so there's that. But to be honest with you, it was a little touch and go. I was down quite a bit on that 150K. I was down about 2,000 bucks. So pretty big swing on that account. End up getting it back, and then made 950 for the daily payout, which is great. But what I am proud of myself for sticking to my rules. Sticking to my rules when it came to the Apex accounts with the copy trader with TradeSyncer. So submitted a ticket, Jared. Yeah, we'll see. All right, let us know how it goes. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe if Red Candles hops in, he was requesting a payout yesterday. Maybe. It's been since January 28th, the 2025. So it's been 1 year since I requested a Apex payout. It's been a long time. Just signing into my other accounts here. Yeah, so I hope everyone had a good day. It was pretty kind of a wild open. I thought the open was very, very choppy. Pretty difficult. We ended up staying in a range for, I don't know, a good hour or more, 2 hours. Finally broke down out of the range and got a little bit of a caboose. So, yeah. But I was pretty much done after the morning. So we're around, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours after the market opened, I was done. How did everyone else do? How'd you guys do? So I'm looking at Apex. I do have... So mine has popped up as far as being able to take a payout request. I will get denied on it. Just because I'm like... I told you guys I was... It's right here. That little drop down. I'm eligible for a payout request, but it'd get denied just because I made $3,000 with 10 minis in about 2 seconds because I thought it was an eval. But yeah. So it did show up though, Jared. It did show up. Lost one count. Romel, thank you so much for the sub. Dalton Jones, thank you so much for the sub. Smokes in the house. Lost one account today, but it was all right. Yeah, same. Well, I mean, it's always a disappointment when you lose the pro accounts, right? Take Profit Trader pro accounts. It always sucks. But I did make some good money on this one. This one, I just took a payout on it. And so I've been getting payouts on 2 accounts. Well, you can see I'm down to 1 now. So one take profit trader account, 150K. It's over the buffer. I ended up making, like I said, $950 for a daily payout. So I'm not complaining about that. But the way I traded it, it was a little bit touch and go. So I'm not proud of that. I definitely kind of oversized. I ended up trading silver. I ended up getting in a silver trade. I made $2,800 on a silver trade to get back out of the hole. So here's a silver trade here. We go, let's see. Where is it gonna show? I'll just go this week maybe. Yeah, right here. You see the spike? 28.25, 1 silver mini. So right here. 1 silver mini. 6 minutes and 13 seconds, but made $2,850. So like I said, I was in the hole. You can see I was in the hole right here. And this got me out of the hole big time. So just a really, really nice trade. Off the inside bars, guys. Inside bars. But, you know, like I said, I lost that pro account, so it sucks. So I'm going to work on some more take profit trader evals too in the next week. So probably starting tomorrow or tonight. I definitely will be starting a new take profit trader account. So this account right here, this Apex account, 676, it's 300K, up 5,347. We've been working on it on stream only. I haven't touched it besides on stream, and that's where we're at. So hopefully we can, it's kind of an experiment. Let's like trying to pass a 300K on stream. Don't know if it's gonna happen, but we're trying, right? We're trying. And you go 10, 15 minis and silver and try to pass it today, but I don't know if I want to do that either. Layden in the house. What's going on, Keegan? A just slapped you around yesterday, just here to support. No trades from me tonight unless A+ setups. Nice, Chris. Yeah, last night slapped me around too. Pretty good. And then as soon as I hopped off stream, as soon as I got out of my long, got off stream, it popped to the take profit. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. I was like, damn it. But it is what it is. I mean, it literally chopped sideways for like an hour and a half while we were in the trade. It was insane. Chef Chris in the house. BC Drums. Joseph, what's going on? Thank you, D7. I appreciate that, Schumacher. No, I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Yeah. Thank you for using my code on Apex. Real Robot. Indian Burn. Oh, it's mic sounds good. Good. Yeah, I think the trick is I gotta speak more into the mic. It's one of those yeah, you gotta be like pretty close to it, so I have to remember that. The last mic I had was just sitting on my desk, and it kind of like took all the sound from the whole room, you know, so you didn't have to be that close to it. But this one you gotta be a little bit close. So all right, market's gonna open up about 10 seconds. Frank in the house. Mona, GT, 50. What's going on? Indian Burn. We got Chris Knopf, Jack Boom, Kiro. Good luck. Market's open. Little gap up. Little small gap up. We got Sale. What's going on? Coach Fred in the house. We got Trading on Tilt, Crypto King, Mona Lisa, 44 the Punisher, Sally. We got cleared 1500 on Silver Mini on 50K. Nice. Thank you, Coach Fred. I appreciate you. Like always. Coach Fred's been hanging out with me for since the start of the stream, basically. Maybe a month or two. Probably one of the. I remember when I used to stream in New York, and you were probably like one of 10 people that would watch me. Yeah. Simplistic videos. What's going on? You don't have a portable OnlyFans mics now. Honest Take in the house. Got destroyed the last 30 minutes back to back inside bars. Oh man, yeah, last 30 minutes were nasty. The last just chop fest, right? So we had the big move down and it just went sideways. So yeah, big chop fest. Sherry in the house. Orlando. Sebastian. Oh, double music. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, guys, because I always forget to shut off that desktop audio. And so the intro song has the desktop audio. And I always forget. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, it was a mixed bag, Doug, today. Yeah, I mean, $950 daily payout. We'll take that. But I did blow one pro account and then a small red day. One trade today on the Apex accounts. So one trade and it was a loser and I walked away. So that's like, it was just like practice, right? Like, can I walk away? So, Shown in the house. What's going on? John Walk, what's going on? Forex Edge. Requesting a payout with Buellanox. Nice, yeah. So I requested that Buellanox payout last night. I actually will place a small trade on it tonight just to make sure it stays active. So yeah, I requested that payout with Buellanox. So keeping things rolling. All right, I just kind of flipped a trade on Buellanox. There we go. That's done. All right, here. Did we pull? All right, so we got no zero prints so far. Taking a look at gold. Gold pushing higher. Silver. So I'm going to be watching some silver inside bars. That was a nice one there to open up. Something to watch for. So when you close with an inside bar, maybe looking for that break. Very interesting. And yeah, so let's see if Nasdaq wants to pull back. So yeah, so pretty much silver saved me today, which is probably not a great thing. I was red on Nasdaq and red on YM. I traded a lot of YM today, and it was red on YM too. So silver, that $2,800 on that one trade was the one that got me out of the hole. Could have ended badly though, so that's what I'm recognizing. It could have ended badly. JLD 54, red candles. What's going on? So Pine, you can withdraw into the buffer. My payout was approved for $2,000 on Apex. Red candles says, let's go. So red candles just got approved for $2,000 with Apex. Congratulations, buddy. Valen, so let's ask Red Candles, how long did it take you to get approved? Valen just requested his first Apex payout. Oh, you already answered. Normally in the next New York Open. Thank you, Red. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to be requesting soon, but I'm in no rush with those 19 accounts. I would like to pass this one, though. Are we going to push down, fill that gap? Not much meat on the bone, though. There you go, the gap filled. Not quite. Got a high at 709. So not quite filled here, but pretty close. Let's keep an eye on silver as well and gold. Can you draw down into the buffer on Take Profit Trader? You can, yeah. But it's they take like 50% commission. Real sharp trades. Yeah, they take a huge chunk. You can actually do that with trade day too. To me it's not really worth it. But that's just me. M. Schultz, did I trade NQ today? Yeah, I got beat up. Yeah, pretty much a mixed bag. Like I said, the only good trade I took today was a silver trade for $2,800 on my pro account to get a $950 payout that was in drawdown. I pretty much... Yeah, you guys, you don't know what sucks is like I was up $400 on each account, so I had 2 pro accounts that have been over the buffer, and I've been getting daily payouts on them on the regular. And I made the very first trade I made last night was I think a gold trade, and I made $400 on each account, so $800 daily payout. And then I traded it away during New York. Ended up blowing the 50K pro account, and ended up getting the 150K pro account. I think I was down like $2,400, $2,500, something crazy. And then I ended up waiting for a silver setup. I'm not going to say I was on tilt, but like when you start trading silver minis on a pro account when you're down, maybe I was on tilt. I don't know. But I ended up just placing one trade. No drawdown on the trade. It's crazy. I ended up taking a long. I think it was right around this right here. I ended up getting in a long, kind of just popping in, and then I made $2,850 on that trade. It was one mini. And then in hindsight, I'm thinking like maybe I should have just held it because I probably would have made like $4,000, $5,000. But obviously in hindsight. But yeah, just crazy. If you can catch one of those silver trades, it can go. I nearly passed a eval too on it. All right, we're watching Nasdaq here. Nasdaq came down, opened with a small gap to the upside, came back, filled it, and now it's bouncing here at 25,704.25. Silver doing silver things. Probably, it looks like he's going to put in an inside bar. But, man, I don't know. I'm scared. I really wish you could trade micro silver with Apex. Because I feel like I'm on to something with silver. Which is what I just made a video about. So I'll release that video probably tomorrow. I was editing it just before I hopped on stream. Thanks, Red. Yeah, it's it's just one of those days where you feel like you were green, but you're not fully happy with the way you traded it. You know, like if I do that again tomorrow, then it's like that kind of behavior like doesn't sustain well. But it is kind of that prop game in a way. But thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Trading Star, what's going on? His Alfred in the house. What's going on? His Royal Trades in the house. The angel, yeah. Silver can be the angel and the devil for sure. 7 in the house. What's going on, 7? Hopped on the silver bullet. It's been nice. Nice. Guys trading the silver bullet with silver. Layden in the house. Eagle Eyes. You were in big drawdown. Came back with natural gas. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Kevin Hicks, 1991. First Lucid payout. Man, they approved it quick. Yes, guys. Awesome, right? Lucid, almost instant. So my funded futures is faster, I think. But Lucid is like within what? Just like seconds, maybe? Pawn in the house. What's going on, Pawn? Yeah, within minutes, right? Yeah. How's Lucid different than Take Profit? Well, Take Profit Traders daily payouts. Yeah, Lucid doesn't have a daily payout account yet. I have a feeling that might be in the works, but I have no idea. You know, I don't have any inside information or anything, but Lucid's just great, guys. Right now, there's a promotion for people to try out Lucid. For new users, so good discount on that. It's if you use code PINE. $25K Lucid Flex are $55. $50K Lucid Flex are $71.50 when you use code PINE, and that ends, I think, tomorrow. So, I think. All right, getting a nice little bounce here. I'm gonna hop in a long. Oops, I want to place some brackets here though. I'm gonna add into this too. See if we can get a little bounce. I'm looking for that opposite ORB trade that I like to do. So, in pretty heavy on this Apex eval. See if we can get some money flowing, or could lose it too, but it's all right. Stop at the low. This is NQ. I'm trading NQ. Let's get that ORB break. Come on. Snap it. Gold taking off too. Nice. All right, there's out of one there. There's the ORB break. Bang, there's 10 points out of the second one. I'm just looking at a comment that says careful with longs. Thanks. It's all good. Just messing with you. It's just a setup I like to take all the time. QS. So what I like to do is I like to take that bracket. And so when we place, sorry, I'm not explaining myself well. We place in a 5-minute ORB and we swept below it or above it. That's what I like to look for. And then we put in a reversal candle. I like to look for the opposite side. So it's just for a scalp. You know, I'm not looking for like, 200-point move. It's just looking for a scalp on that. So I'm just teasing. Just got a runner on. Maybe stops to break even on the runner. So risk off. Could pop up here or just stay. It could just come back into this range because we chopped this range really, really heavy. So we'll see. Definitely had some room to the upside. I mean, it fell hard for the afternoon, so it just stops getting run, and so it could get a little relief bounce. We don't know. Thoughts on Blue Sky, a Blue Ski GS strand? I've never traded with them, but at this point, they've kind of been around a little bit of time. I haven't heard anything that bad, but I've never traded with them, so I can't really. I don't have anything to say about them. Spaces in the house, lost penny. All right, quick $400 so far unrealized. That's 300 locked in. Let's see if we can get a runner though. Silver's getting smashed. Tommy C, have I ever tried wealth charts? No, I have not tried wealth charts. I've heard some people really liking it, and then other people say they just hate it. So it's one of those things with the platforms. I don't know. Has anyone ever used wealth charts? I've never used it, so see if we can break out of this level though. I'd hate to get stopped out on the break even and then have it run 30-40 points. Silver's getting kabooshed. Holy yeah, Silver's getting, look at that inside bar, guys. Damn it, man. Wow. I feel like that's all I want to trade right now is silver inside bars. They've just been paying. Look at that. All right, still in the Nasdaq trade. Can't be FOMOing over gold. I mean, silver. But man, you tried them. You didn't care for it. You like TradingView better with Apex? Sean says it's got some badass features from the videos you've seen. Oh, nice. You used it once and hated him, but I'm old school ninja. Yeah, that's the thing. You get used to a platform, and that's what you kind of want to trade, right? Copper has been nice too. It's $12.50 a tick versus silver. Oh, nice 7. I'm gonna have to look into that. The metal's been paying. Dynamite in the house. When do I typically 50k evals? Do I usually buy minis or micro? Yeah, I'm always. Anytime I'm doing a evaluation, I'm trading minis. usually. Like 9 times out of 10, I'm trading minis with an evaluation. As far as the amount, I mean, it kind of depends on what I'm going for. So if I'm going for, say, $1,500, I'm usually trading 2 minis, sometimes 3. During the New York Open, I usually can get $1,500. If I'm trying to pass one and get 3,000, if they allow me, I'm usually going in, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, like up to 5 usually. With Apex, I'm passing it. I'm going in 10 minis, and I'm passing it in a few seconds, basically. So, you know, with Apex or Bulanox, I'm going in 7. Mama Pawn in the house. But yeah, that's what I do with the evaluations. I mean, it kind of depends on the cost of them too. Like if they're cheap, if they're like $20, $30 for the evaluation, then I'm probably gonna full port them and try to pass them real quick. If they're, you know, $100 something, then I'm usually starting with a mini. Right now I have some Lucid accounts, Lucid Flex accounts, 50Ks that I'm slow playing. I have them linked to my Apex accounts, my Apex funded accounts. So I've been slow playing those. I was about $500 from passing, and then I had an L today, so I lost about, I think, $280 out of each one of those accounts. So, but the reason why I'm doing that with Lucid is because there's no monthly rebills with Lucid. So no monthly rebill. All right, you know what, guys? I gotta get an account to trade silver with. That's it. That's all. I'm getting a dedicated account to trade silver. I don't know what yet, but I'm thinking a 150K. Trying to think what I'm gonna go with though. I could go a Tradeify. Well, they don't have micros with Tradeify. But yeah, just to trade these inside bars. I'm talking like I want to get a funded account. Yeah, I got 5 Lucid 50Ks biblical right now, so but yeah, Lucid does allow micro silver, so that's pretty sweet. All right, Turg. Oh no, got lots of snow to deal with. Damn. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of snow. Ever since I sold my snowmobile and stuff, I don't want any snow, and I don't snowboard much anymore. Not much of a snow lover anymore. Thank you so much, smashing that like button and hanging out for a bit. Traded my first silver last night. It was 250K. It was down 3K as soon as I entered the trade. Next bar was up 1K. Felt like I was dodging traffic. John Walk. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. So I'm thinking a minimum of a 150K, right, to trade it. Do a trade day, Theta Gains. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'm lacking some trade day accounts. So actually, that's a good idea. That might be what I do. Because you can trade micros or trade day too. You ever had any luck trading YM? Yeah, I traded YM a lot, Dynamite. So I traded YM yesterday quite a bit. We are running, guys. Currently up about 15 points on this trade. But yeah, I do trade YM a lot. I got beat up with YM today, though. Yeah, AR-15. So Lucid, you can trade micros now. What's the name of the inside bar indicator? It is called LDT inside outside bar. No micros in Bulenox. No, yeah, no micros in Bulenox either for silver, unfortunately. Why 738 for TP? No reason, actually. I'm just kind of trailing. I'm looking to trail. Looking maybe to fill some of this gap up here at 44. But stops at break even, so I'm just kind of looking for a runner. So I just kind of throw a TP up there just in case we get a quick spike or something. But I'm actually looking to trail it some once I feel like I can without getting stopped out. Because this is the runner. I've already taken off 2. Yeah, 150K, you can do well. You sniper with the entries. Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it. But I do understand what you're talking about, John. Where silver with the spread alone, like if you hop in one mini, sometimes that spread alone, you're down like $300-400, like just clicking the button. So I found that out the hard way trying to pass a 50K Apex account with like 6 minis, 7 minis or something like that with silver. And I was like, well, if I could just catch a little move, then I'll pass the account. Well, it was like almost like an instant blow. I was like, oh, that was a quick $20. But yeah. Celebrity Terry Trades 100 in the house. What's going on, Terry Trades? Good to see you. Hope you had a good day trading. Morphosis, thank you so much for the sub. Dalton Jones, I bought a 25K Lucid and I'm using the Quantower platform and it's much better than Thinkorswim. Yeah, I love Quantower, Dalton. I used to use Quantower a lot. But I just ended up going pretty much all portable with Tradeovate. So it's kind of easier streaming and things, even though a lot of people do use Quantower for streaming. But when I'm traveling, it's much easier to trade with Tradeovate. So that's the only reason. I used Quantower for like a year. Do I trade the strat, Q-Bones? I do not trade the strat. Yeah. So I actually never knew about it until you guys mentioned it in the stream one day, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" And then you guys explained it to me, and I ended up looking it up. No, I don't actually look at prior bars or anything like that. I'm literally just looking for the break of the inside bar. I look for the break of the inside bar, and then I go with it. And I guess I'm considered a scalper because I generally look for like 5, 10, 15 points, 20 points, kind of depending on if I look left on whether or not I'm looking for like equal highs or a gap to get filled or something like that. But yeah, I actually don't trade the strat. I am familiar with it though now, thanks to you guys. But yeah, I never knew what it was. Pretty cool, right? So it's like something that's been working for years, right? And it's just something I found in probably 2022. It was a good day. Nice, Terry. It was a good day. All right, currently up 15 points on this trade. So we opened up with a small gap, came down and filled it, and we are ripping. So right now there's no reason to trail my stop. I'm kind of looking for a reason to get out. Right now I'm not really seeing a reason. I might do the whole trail my stop, lock in 225 below this low here, put it right here, lock in 215. Matty Matt, 10 cons, boom on spread. I was down and out. I know. Yeah. I literally blew my eval silver instantly one night. Yeah, I did the same thing, Matty Matt. Yeah, I did the same thing. Jip Smith in the house. That happened to you too, P Long. Entered in negative 300 and then out 1200. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. So with the micros, it's definitely doable to trade silver. I mean, you just look at this cabooshin off this inside bar. So 2 nice trades basically from the open. Wow, it's just really going down. All right, stopped out on Nasdaq there. So locked in $500 trade right there. But yeah, silver, absolutely cabooshin. But yeah, anyways, looking at this inside bar. So we had the inside bar at the close. And if you took the break at the open of that inside bar, you got a nice trade, right? Maybe a 1-2 or a 1-1 minimum. And then it put it in that first inside bar. And if you would have took that short, I mean, it's still going down. And so I'm making a video on this right now, guys. I'm editing it. Like I said, I was editing it just before I got on stream. And like these inside bars have just been paying so much. So you guys are getting a sneak peek. You guys know, I mean, if you guys watch me every single night, but hopefully it kind of like get some new subscribers and just seeing what I've been, and so that way they can see what I've been observing on silver. I mean, it's just nuts. And so anyways, like I need to get an account to just dedicate it's going to be my silver account that's going to turn into gold. I think maybe, yeah, some sort of 150K, like someone said, maybe trade day. Trade day is 40% off, no activation fee. When you use code PINE with a capital P, it is case sensitive. So PINE with a capital P. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Getting that gold caboosh. Let's watch silver. Silver is just ripping lower here. This is normal. Silver crushed it a bit in an overstatement. Yeah. It's theatrics. I have to keep it lively. So I use a lot of, we're going to the moon. We're getting crushed. We're getting kabooshed. JLB, what's going on? Hi, have you been trading the same every day for years, or do you change your trade? Oh, I trade. I'm constantly adapting, Aiden. Constantly adapting my trading style. Always doing homework. Always looking, because the markets change all the time. The markets are constantly changing. I mean, that's why even ICT traders, you know, you have the ICT 2024 models and the 2023 models and, like, you know, all that stuff. So it's like I'm constantly trying to adapt. But I can say, like, ORBs and bear flags and bull flags and inside bars have been working for years, right? So, you know, on the technicals. Harami candle on NQ. So the way I consider Harami candles is like this purple one here. Just because technically anytime you have a candle that the body opens and closes within the body of the previous candle, it's considered a Harami candle. But for the way I define it is that this purple candle wicked above and then the body and opened and closed within the body of that previous candle. And so, like, that to me is a Harami. This is a big outside bar to me. But yeah, it's just because it's not in the body of that candle. But it doesn't mean, like, this is a good short trigger. You know, if you wanted to try to take a short. I'm not going to, but like this could be a short trigger. Just because we put it in this, we made a new high, we put it in this outside bar. You know, could you take a short maybe down to this VWAP? It's possible. But to me, there's not much meat on the bone. It's only like 6 points away, so. But yeah, harami in Japanese means pregnant. So it's a Japanese word meaning pregnant. And what happens is they call it the mother candle. So when you have a big, huge candle like this, they call this the mother candle. And then the body opens and closes within that body of that candle. You know, meaning like pregnant, right? So that's what they do. So there we go. Get that little push off that outside bar down to the VWAP. Take a look at silver again. Silver had a pretty big move down and it's consolidating at the moment. We'll see if this puts in an inside bar. Trader Rob doesn't change a thing. I know. You know, Coach Fred, I haven't actually looked up any of his stuff in a long time. I'm kind of curious on how. It's probably better off that I don't change much, but yeah, I'm constantly looking for new things. I don't know. It's kind of a hobby in a way. I love finding new things. Plus, for the stream and stuff, I like finding new things. Oh, Aiden's 19 years old, been trading for 7 years, but still struggling. Nice, Aiden. Well, the time you're 41, like me, you're going to be an expert. But that's amazing that you've been interested in trading for 7 years. You must have had someone influence you or something, right? Or did you just kind of stumble across it from YouTube? Or you've been trading longer than me. Green Emerald, what's going on? Oh, you fat fingered a trade, Mama Pawn? Oh, man. Called the Caboose candle. How do you apply the indicator to the chat once installed? Chris Knopf says, how do you apply the indicator to the chat once installed? I'm not sure what you mean, Chris. I have a group of co-workers that watch me trade on lunch break. Today is my first red day this year, and I think the pressure from spectators influenced me. Hidden bull. Yeah, hidden bull. I mean, that's why I'm... When you're live streaming like me, it's not easy. Terry knows. Like when I know people are watching me, I got 300 people watching me right now. It's, you know, to me, I've gotten used to it. So I just kind of look for my setups, but there's nights where I fall apart on stream and it's embarrassing, you know, where I'm just like, oh man. But yeah, definitely. I don't like, you know, someone looking over my shoulder while I'm trading. You know, in person, it's hard. It's definitely hard. It's something to get used to for sure. Have you ever hear from Tyler G? Yeah, he was in chat last night. Dynamite. Tyler was in the chat last night. He might hop in. He hops in. He usually is over in the mobile version. But yeah, no, I can relate to that. Sparta, what's going on? What is the psychology level on silver? What people are going to stop selling? We know the psychology level is going to sell, which is $100. I say psychological 70 around the area reverse. Lost penny. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see here. Well, inside bar on silver. Do we take it? I wish I could trade it with micros though. We're in it. We're in it. Got some zero prints up here too. Let's look for these zero prints. So this is one of my strats where I look for zero prints. Now, problem is, like, if I was on a micro, I could easily manage this trade, you know, with like 2 or 3 micros. But with this, it's very difficult. So I'm just going to have to hope we don't get a big pullback before it pushes up to these zero prints, right? So, anyways, like I said, I personally on these prop accounts, unless you're trying to pass a eval or something, not financial advice, is like I would kind of try to stay away from silver minis when it comes to the funded accounts. The accounts are just not big enough. It's not that much drawdown on most of these accounts. You know, a 50K account with $2,000 drawdown. If I was to place a stop below at 940, which is this candle's low, we are looking at $2,700. So, you know, right here, that's $2,700. All right, we're in it. Silver scares you. Yeah, I mean for evals and stuff, I mean it's not too bad, but yeah, it's, I mean, for the bigger evals, I'm talking 150Ks in larger. But yeah, it's definitely micros are the way to go. Lucid, trade day, my funded futures, you can trade micro silver, so good luck, you got this. Well, to be fair, I mean, I'm risking $19. This is $19.60. I know it's not an excuse. I'm trying to pass it the right way, but it's, if I'm gonna risk it, it's gonna be on one of these cheaper accounts, not the $130 account, you know, or something. Although I did risk it on a Take Profit Trader Pro account today. $2,800, one mini. See, to me, this is just like natural. Like, to me, this trade's not invalidated at all yet. This is just like a natural ebb and flow of the break. So, like, if I had more firing power, I'd probably add here and then hope that we break up into these single prints up in here, or these zero prints. Because this is like if this was Nasdaq, that's just natural flow. It is printing in a bit of a bear flag though. Oh yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, yeah. Top Step Micros can help you pass the Top Step Combine if you catch a trend. Yeah, actually, Alfred, that was one of the ones I was thinking too. Maybe getting another Top Step for the 150Ks too. So yeah, probably gonna get some trade days first. Trade those. This might be an L. It's overlooking gappy. Matty Matt, yeah, I was trading the micros, yeah, because they allow a lot of micros too, so. Only L if you get, yeah, only L if you close it or get liquidated, yeah, for sure. We could get liquidated. I mean, I still got 5,800 in drawdown, but that can get eaten up real quick. I know. It goes to the lows, and that could be the drawdown. But right now we're kind of holding this flag here. We did break the top side of that inside bar. Breaking this harami though, which I don't like that. Whole prices get skipped. I know they do. Yeah, that's what I don't like about silver is how it jumps around and the spread is very wide. What size trade day do I trade? Normally 50Ks. Normally 50Ks. Yeah, it's e-liquid. For sure. Aiden says I got scammed with BTC and then that opened the door. Aiden says, oh, okay. Techie, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. The DCE game would be fun. Yeah, exactly. This is why I'm thinking I need to find one with micros. Because even taking the inside bar breaks, like I would DCA into this. Like I would have DCA'd and I would have left a stop, you know, just down here at, you know, 90. Maybe depending on the size of what I had, like how many micros I was in, but like leaving a stop down below. Maybe I'm risking like $300-400 max, you know, so maybe that's probably about 1-2 micros. I know that they had a huge dump last night on silver. Yeah, just as I hopped off stream, ended up getting a big dump on silver. I saw someone made like $1,500 with 1 micro or something crazy, like $1,700 or something. I saw just with 1 micro on that dump. And that was last night just as I hopped off stream. I was like, holy. I was like, look at that. Whew. I don't like that gold is kind of just floating down. I don't like that either. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq pushing up higher. Nasdaq's still going higher. Hey, I just got out of my long, Mr. Naz. Mr. Naz on NQ, yeah. Hey, Bella Kim in the house. What's up, Bella? I missed you in the chat. What's going on, Bella? Bella, we want micros. We want silver micros with Apex. Tell the powers to be. Silver micros. That's what all the cool kids are doing. Did Nas hit the TP? Yeah. I made 500 on that trade. But down 1175 on this silver trade right now. Am I going to trade some gold today? I'm in silver right now. I'll trade whatever. Nano silver? Yeah. That'd be cool. Charles Pope, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. It's almost another inside bar. It kind of is. Yeah, that might actually be good. We are getting that consolidation. Kind of bear flagging, and then now it's kind of bull flagging. It's just doing that. Check QI. It's like the silver micro, and you can trade it on Apex, but the volume is thinner. Oh, interesting. There's a nice little candle here. Let's see if we can break out of this. Looks like a triple high or triple top. Not a true top, but where our entry is. Like the line in the sand here. Is this a funded account? No. No. This is an eval. This is a 300k Apex eval. Yeah, you can see it right here. See Apex 676. This account right here, I've only been trading on stream. We were up right around 5,000 something dollars. So kind of been grinding it. I wanted to see, it was kind of a challenge to see if I could pass it on stream. But to be honest with you, these 300Ks, you got to make 20K. They're not easy. They're not easy. Indian Burn passed one recently. A giveaway account, actually. Long Nat Gas. Yeah, I hear a lot of people trading Nat Gas too lately. Well, we got almost 5 minutes before, a little more than 5 minutes before the top of the hour, so that should be interesting. All right, let's see if we can break this to the upside and take out some of these zero prints up here. So that's what I'm looking at, some of these zero prints to get wiped out. It's going to hopefully start right in here. You can see these ones that need to be filled. And then these one needs to be filled up here. So that's what we're going for. I'd like for it to go before the top of the hour. Explain the position. Inside bar. Bang. So a little negative R&R, but up 1,422. So I'll explain. Inside bar. Break. Looking for the zero prints that were up in there. What was it? Bobby, thank you so much for the sub. But like I was saying earlier, Sussy, is like without micros, it's really tough to manage it really, really well because, you know, we were down at one point right around 1,700-1,800 bucks. And you know, with micros, you could easily manage that, I think. And these 5-minute inside bars have just been paying. You can see it worked for the open. It worked at the first inside bar. So this is the second 5-minute bar of the open. And you would have shorted that. And then this inside bar right here, I didn't love it. But then once I looked up and I saw that we had all those zero prints, like right here, you can see these zero prints up above. I says, oh, okay. Well, I can just scalp into them and then give that a shot. So that's what I did. But it took some drawdown. And you're putting the account at risk. Even a 300K account, you're placing it at risk because, you know, if it would have went down and just even tested these lows, it would have wiped out, I think, what, $3,800, almost $4,000 of drawdown. So it's kind of wild. What's up, Tim Korth in the house? Thanks, Seven. Tech reviews. Any of plans on add micros? Yeah, so there's a few tech reviews. So Lucid just added micros silver. So Lucid, Trade Day, Top Step, My Funded Futures. You could trade micros silver. So use code PINE if you guys are gonna pick up any accounts for those. Trade Day, PINE with a capital P. I appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully maybe some of the other ones. I mean, everyone kind of wants to trade it now, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, Design says something like QI. Oh, okay, never mind. He said never mind. No QI on Apex. 31.25 a tick. So QI 31.25 a tick. So yeah, don't trade the QI, I guess. Am I going for a long trade? I just got out of the long trade. You keep doing this, I'll be driving a Lambo. Never. Not as long as I'm living up in the north. If I'm living up in the north, I can't be driving Lambos. Maybe my winter house in Puerto Rico. Buy the Lambos. Lucid, no micro silver? You sure, Jefferson? No, they do. Or you guys, you can use micro silver on. Yeah. You open on it? Yeah, what's the symbol? It's SIL. Yeah, it's SIL, Jefferson. Yeah, because Lucid announced that you could trade it. So SIL. Thanks, guys. Yeah, yeah, Alfred. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, it's no one traded silver, so the prop firms didn't even know. They didn't even know what to do. It's like everyone wants to trade silver now. I mean, but yeah, Alfred's been trading it. No micro silver, Reby says. It's the new kid in town. Yeah, the new kid. Yeah, for sure. Raptor says he's been trading micro silver on Lucid all night. So, can we trade silver on Tradeify, Forex Edge? Yeah, you can trade minis though. I believe minis on Tradeify, but no micros. Still waiting on Lucid to get Bitcoin. Yeah, I think Tradeify got rid of the Bitcoin too for it. Yeah, My Funded Futures has micros too. One micro silver equals one mini NQ. Yeah, you're sort of right. Yeah. When does the dashboard usually update, M Stone? Usually before I get off stream. So 8 o'clock Eastern time. Usually when I get off stream, I check my Take Profit Trader dashboard, and that's when I take my payout, and it's usually updated then. So I would say You know, right around 8 p.m. Eastern time. Usually, they've gotten much faster. M-Stone. I don't know if you guys have been trading with Take Profit Trader and getting payouts, but man, it used to be kind of a long wait, but I've been getting paid in like an hour or two on the regular pro accounts, not the oh yeah, TopStep doesn't pay out. Sussy, yeah. They're scam. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. No, TopStep's good. Yeah, I've heard that they've been having some issues, Sussy, so yeah, I just don't know. Order rejected on Apex. Why? I don't know. Trader Dave. I'm not sure. On what? SIL or what are you trying to trade for a symbol? You trade microsilver with funding ticks. Yeah, I'm staying away from funding ticks, guys. If you guys are trading with them, that's all good. I'm not gonna be trading with them. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting us know. After they rug pulled everyone, I'm not. That's just red flags for me. I've been down that road with FTT. Unfortunately, I have a delay on Apex. Oh, so you got a data delay? Did you just get one or? Where are your? Sounds like you can ask anything. Where are my car keys? Thank you for letting us know, Javier. Though I appreciate that. Where are my car keys? Probably the last place you put them. Alfred says he got paid out 1 business day in TopStep, so. I know, Alfred. F them, right? Can you believe that, Gringo? Can you believe that? That he would start another one? That insanity? Let's take a look at Nasdaq here. What's Nasdaq doing? Woo! Ran that high, that candle here, pulling back. Take a look at gold. If you guys are just tuning in, up $1,422 on this account. Up 6,769. 6769 on this account total since we started it on stream. So how about that? Yeah, Alfred, I know. I haven't gotten anything from him. I don't know how any of that's gonna work, Alfred. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're living in the Twilight Zone with that guy. Aiden, can you suggest a strategy to trade? Because at this point, I feel like I have an analysis paralysis. Yeah, I have a bunch of strategy videos, Aiden. I mean, I trade 5-minute inside bars. So I look for breaks, just like I took there. I mean, I took a break of that 5-minute inside bar. So, yeah, if you just hang, I'm here every single night. So, Sunday through Thursday. I'm a big believer of just finding any edge and kind of like sticking with it. So I'll trade Nasdaq 5-minute inside bars, ES or silver 5-minute inside bars. I also look for Harami breaks and YM as well. I don't really trade much the inside bars, Haramis on YM that much. I'm actually been experimenting on another strat on that. Just a little systematic thing. Not willing to discuss it yet because I'm still working on it. But yeah, I have some strategy videos. I really try to keep my trading pretty simple. I'm a big believer that trading is nothing but bankroll management and good risk management. So most of the time we're just oversized when it comes to prop firms, and that's why we blow accounts. So that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I keep it pretty simple. But I do have some videos on it, and I try to keep my strategy videos very, very brief and quick. And I just try to show, like, this is what I do, or this is the things I look for. I mean, sometimes I take, you know, a trade where there's no inside bar or an outside bar or a harami to take, but just looking at the overall price action. So like this first trade we took, that was a $500 NQ trade. Basically, we made a gap. So we had a gap open. We pushed down, we filled the gap. We put in this reversal. And so oftentimes that 5-minute ORB right here gets reversed. So once we put in that reversal candle, you know, I just hopped in long here and then just targeted the high of that ORB and left a runner. I mean, that kind of stuff you see every day. And it's basically just by looking at observation. But if you're looking for like a really, really simple entry, I know it sounds very simple, but you can just look at it and see. Is putting in this indicator on your chart, LDT inside outside bar, and you can look at other time frames too. So whether it's a 5-minute, 15-minute, I think you're not a beginner trader, but I mean, you just look at it. This is a 5-minute inside bar. What happens is you get that consolidation, you get that squeeze like a pressure cooker, and then when it breaks to one side, all of a sudden it'll go. So like on that 5-minute inside bar right there, that's 18 and a half points on that first push. With a stop of seven, maybe 8 points. You know, obviously that's max profit, but yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff. To me, it's always about sticking with the strat and not deviating too much and not getting into that discretionary, that I think trade stuff, but just sticking with an edge, knowing that you're not going to have a 100% win rate, so you don't want to blow your whole bankroll on one trade, and just kind of grinding higher, like grinding, making your equity go up to the right, but you know, slowly, and unless you're trying to play the prop game where, you know, you can, you know, get a take profit trader account and send it and get over the buffer on day one and get $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in the payout, you know, one snap. But yeah, I mean, just trying to keep it simple. I think it's all about risk management, trading small on the funded accounts, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm here every night. I mean, you can just watch me trade. I am not the best trader in the world. I do not try to perceive myself as the best trader. I do okay, and I have room for improvement. I mean, today I lost a pro account. Not happy with that, but you know. Yeah, compression and expansion. Yeah, it's something that's been around a lot. But yeah. Do you trade prop firms, Aiden? Oh, okay, Jefferson. Yeah, Lucid X, no micro silver. Yeah, so they're getting rid of Lucid X. Lucid X is going to be no longer. So maybe, you know, see if they can switch platforms with you or something if you're interested in that. Yeah, it's just right, Yo Jim. Yeah, for sure. Guys, smash that like button. We got almost 300 people watching, 120 likes. One of the simplest things to do to help support the channel is just hit that like button and help other people find the channel, right? So the more like buttons, the more engagement we get, and the more the YouTube pushes it out. So appreciate that. We are pushing almost 6,000 subs. So I couldn't imagine we would be at almost 6,000 subs. All right, pulling back to the VWAP here. So up $1,422 on this account. Trading one silver, one gold trade. One Nasdaq trade. We'll consider taking a gold trade if we see something. Gold just in a down channel right now. So gold really picks up 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. usually. So usually when I get off stream, that's when the gold really picks up. Silver does too, but silver you can obviously just make some small moves and make good money. But thank you, Medine. You too. Remember, you get a small chunk from anyone who is. When's the most liquid time for silver? Yeah, it's usually when they yeah, right around 8 p.m. as the Asia market really ramps up, it starts to move. But I mean, it's moving all day. That's one thing I've been noticing about the inside bars, guys, is that, and gals, is that they've been working like during London. Look at London last night. Look at these inside bars on London. So, you would have taken a break here. Stop goes below. And then look, I mean, this was just a ripper. Guys, if you would have took that full inside bar for a long, of course, that's catching the absolute top. That's a $10,000 trade. $10,000 trade with no drawdown. Because here's the open. Here's the open of that candle, right? So we closed here. This candle opened here. It pushed up. And absolutely ripped. So, well, I actually would have had some drawdown. Sorry, that's a I misspoke there. You would have had some drawdown, but with micros though, very manageable. So this is what I want to look for. And then this inside bar here, you wouldn't have traded it because you would have already been in this trade, right? So if you're looking for, say, a 1-to-1, you wouldn't have taken this one, you wouldn't have taken this one or this one, because a 1-to-1 minimum would have been right up here. So if you were looking for just the 1-to-1 trade, would have been right there. And then if you waited a few more minutes, or probably like 20-30 minutes after, you got another inside bar here. I mean, this is all hindsight stuff, but like this, so this is a preview of this is like a preview of what I'm going to put out for a video tomorrow, and just for you guys. I just been looking at this stuff. I'm going, man, I got these inside bars. But it's just, I just think, I got to be honest with you, I just think they're it's a little bit too much to trade with my minis. Now, that's not financial advice, but for one mini on a prop firm, now if you've got a big, large personal account, then, then you probably have the room to trade it. But as far as minis, it's tough. Tough. But micros. Now, another question I get sometimes is like, when I chart, I always look at the minis. So NQ, I look for the inside bars on the NQ. I don't really look at them on MNQ. I don't look at them in MGC. And I don't look them. I'm probably not going to look at them on the SIL. I usually chart on the minis because that's what matters to me. Is the minis. That's where the bigger money is, right? It's in the minis. And instead of the micros. So sometimes you can get false readings. Same with YM. I trade the I chart on the YM, and then I'll trade them MYM sometimes. So what I'll do is, like, for me, I'll have it on the NQ chart, and then I'll have it on MNQ on the DOM, and then I'll just trade off the DOM, but looking at the NQ chart. So sometimes I'll do that. What's up? Yeah, the spread's always huge. I know. That's the thing. I've learned a lot. Trade the VWAP. It's basically Prince money. The VWAP. Yeah, so that's the only indicator I have is the VWAP. The bull. RJ, what's going on, man? The VWAP. How do you go about passing and keeping prop accounts? I would risk 0.5%. Aiden, so to be honest with you, I've never been that consistent where I've been able to keep a prop account that long, but I do get a lot of payouts, you know, but I do go through that hamster wheel of accounts sometimes. Now there's that give and take, you know, where it's like you can, if you're net positive, then it's all good, but if not, then, you know, it's tough to go through that hamster wheel. Right now, I'm copy trading 30 accounts on TradeSyncer. So I'm trading those very small. So today I risked $270 on TradeSyncer because I have all these accounts that I'm copy trading. So 270 bucks I risked. But yeah, so for me, like, I know, like, if I can risk like 200 bucks, 300 bucks for the day, that's perfectly fine. And I'm currently grinding these accounts up. I mean, they're at 1200 bucks on all these Apex accounts. These Tradeify accounts are almost a payout. They're at $2,300. So these Tradeify accounts are almost a payout. These Lucid accounts are actually evals, but I almost got those passed. So the Lucid, because Lucid is not a monthly rebill, I just kind of linked it to these accounts because I'm not in a hurry to pass them, because I have accounts, funded accounts that I'm trading right now. So when I have funded accounts like Apex or Bulanox or something like that, and then where I have to trade them for 8, 9, 10 or more days anyway to get a payout, I always try to have like a daily payout account like Take Profit Trader, which is what I have now that I can get daily payouts on. So like today I got a $950 daily payout. So that's what I try to do. So that way I can pay myself and every single day to pay my bills, to pay my actual bills, and then to also be able to buy new evals. Or straight to funded accounts. Sometimes I'll buy straight to funded accounts. So I don't know if I answered your question, but it's a bundle bulge bears that's playing and 50-minute work for you. Nice, HR. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's like, it's whatever strategy that you guys come up with. I mean, so many people trade inside bars, or some people trade inside bars, not more people in my community that trade inside bars now. But some people trade IFVGs, some people trade off the VWAP, some people trade the Bollinger Bands. And I can go on and tell you that it all works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't work. None of it's 100%, but it's all about risking, like how much you're risking on the trade or the account for the day. You know, that's the key, is to be able to walk away when you're red on the day. So if you lose a few trades, that's okay. Just walk away. You know, come back the next day, you'll probably hit 6 trades in a row or something. You know, you just don't know. It's just all about that risk management. I think that's a lot of people don't get. The nice thing with prop firms is that you can kind of spread that risk around, so you can rotate accounts around. Right now I'm doing a lot of copy trading. I usually rotate accounts around, but I'm getting sick of trying to pass evals and going through funded accounts. So I'm trading these funded accounts really small, except my take profit trader account. Take profit trader account, that's the one that I'm like, it's kind of like my degen account, right? So that's the one I'm kind of degenning in a way. It's not so much degen, but like I'm not full porting it or anything. I'm just like, well, I'm trading minis and I'm trying to go for those bigger payouts. And right now it's been paying off. Matter of fact, I forgot to write my take. So I got 2 $812 payouts yesterday from TPT. So 812 times 2. Which is good. Today I'll get another 950. I'm just kind of bummed that I blew that. You know, blew that 50K, but it's okay. So we'll work on getting some more. All right, NQ kind of dying out here. I'm taking a look at silver. Silver, another inside bar break here to the upside, but got that VWAP just sitting right there, acting as some resistance. We got gold pushing up off that inside bar, also at VWAP. So just walk away, Jay. Yeah, that's right. What's the fastest prop? What's the fastest prop to pay out? My funded futures rapid plan is one of the fastest that I promote. So my funded futures right now, you can get pretty much paid in 72 hours. So you pass the account in 2 days and get paid on the 3rd if you needed to. So that's pretty quick. I think there's faster one, maybe funded next, but I haven't really looked into them right now. Do I look at a daily bias when I trade? I do not, Aiden. I think that's one of the that's just part of my style. You can ask my trading buddy the same thing. Like, I don't want a bias at all coming into the market. I don't want to know what's going on in the news. I know like a lot of people do like knowing the fundamentals or having a bias. I don't really like. I literally come in, I turn on the chart, the 5-minute chart, and then I just observe and see what's happening, like at the moment, like in the now. So yeah, bada traders. That's kind of how I trade. That's just my style. How fast is TPT payout? Like an hour or 2 hours. Yeah. So our requests. Let's see if it's updated now. Also with 150Ks, anything over 150K with TPT, I take the payout. I don't try to build this is me. I don't try to build a buffer over that 150K. The 50Ks, I did much better when I tried to build up a buffer. But TPT is updated right now. So $955 payout minus the commissions, which sucks. Commission sucks. 764 in my pocket. I'm gonna request that right now. So 764. So I'll write that down. I'll get that payout. So that's a nice day's pay. I mean, 764. This is why I want to get to the Pro Plus account too with TPT. So that way it's 90-10 split, not 20% split. So that is the goal for this year, is to try to get that that 90-10 split, so the Pro Plus. I've only been Pro Plus once. And that's because I made 10,000 on one day and they locked me out. That's the only reason. It's not because I was consistent. Is that a paid indicator? No. No, everything Hector that I show you guys is free. The Discord's free, the indicators are free. Everything's free. No, the only support that I, look for is for you guys to be here every day and to use code PINE if you're buying a prop firm. So, all the info, everything, every bit of knowledge in my little pea brain. If I have anything to give you guys, then I try to spew it out. I don't hold nothing back. It is what it is, Unless the affiliates go away, then I gotta do something else. But for me, everything's free. It's just you guys just be here, and I'm just kind of, like I said before, it's like someone asked me what the purpose of the channel is, and it's just kind of being your trading buddy, I guess. Just being someone that's here just looking at the markets with you guys, I'm not much of a teacher. I'm not really trying to teach you to trade or anything, but if you guys can learn from observing on some of the things I do, that's perfectly fine. And most people are just hanging out anyway. They don't care what I'm trading or what my accounts are, or how I'm trading them. We got a lot of OGs. There's more people in the chat right now that are better traders than me. Alfred, Fred. I mean, some of these OGs, Design. These guys have been trading forever. Biblical, and there's a lot of other you guys. I'm not trying to leave out names or anything, but these guys have been trading forever. And John Walk's been trading futures since 1991. I was 6 years old or something like that when John Walk was trading, so it's just it's all fun. I love that the community that we're building every single night. I love that we get familiar faces too. When we have familiar faces every single night, these are the people that don't blow up and go away, and that's what I hate to see, because we'll have so many people in the chat and then they'll disappear, and then we get new faces because people blow up and then they quit trading and they never go back. And that's kind of that's what I want to prevent. I don't want people to give up on this, because you can make money doing this. It is possible. So how much is my trading is mechanical versus discretion? Well, it was 100% mechanical today, Offrey, with my Apex accounts, and then it was 100% discretionary with my Take Profit Trader accounts. Yeah, Hawkeye boy, exactly. Yeah, so I submitted a payout with Beelnox yesterday. I won't get paid until next Wednesday. Yeah, so I won't get paid till next Wednesday. So that'll well, actually, probably I usually get paid from Beelnox Tuesday night while I'm streaming. So when I pop on stream and the new market opens, I'll get paid. Yeah. Why am I inside bar right now? Design says. I think short here on NQ. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really digging this slow grind up now. Not digging it. Didn't catch how you get the... Oh, it's right here. Inside outside bar. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow too, because this will pop up. I show this. I made a little 3.5 minute video that I'm editing right now, just on silver strat. So sets fee picks, yeah. Yeah, so Johan, I was able to withdraw. So when I made 10,000 on one day with Take Profit Trader, I was able to withdraw almost all of it except the drawdown, right? So $2,000 something. Oh, they end up putting that in the Pro Plus. The Pro Plus account did not last long. Not a teacher, more of a teaser. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Biblical says, like, I taught him the inside bar, you know, through my videos and him watching me live. But then he's adapted his own style to it. And he's been trading it very successfully. Like, he's been, you know, getting payouts and everything else. Just trading it. So, like I said, it's all about, like, just sticking with an edge, right? Guys, I can tell you right now that you can go on an ES chart. I'll give you a little nugget. You can go on an ES chart, the first 5 minute. The first 5 minute ES bar, look for like 40 ticks or something, like 40 points. And then like have like a 40-point stop loss. And then if the candle's green, you can just hit the buy. And if the candle's red, you hit the sell. And it makes money over time. Literally, I'm telling you, like something like that. Now, don't quote me on that. I don't remember exact statistics. But I have back testing data for like years of that stuff. Like where it's not like, yeah, it's not a winner every single day and it goes through some drawdowns, but like over time it makes lots of money. It's just about managing your risk, you know? So it's kind of neat seeing that stuff. I like seeing that. We blow up, still show up. Yeah. You also trade with Trade Day. Yeah, I do, Pip. Yeah. So I trade with Trade Day. I love Trade Day. I got payout last week, $1,600, $1,680 for Trade Day, actually. Last week. But currently don't have any Trade Day accounts. So kind of just been focused on the take profit trader accounts. If I have like one account that's over the buffer for daily payouts, like I tend to hyper focus on that, you know. So, because to me, like, that's all I want to trade is the daily payout accounts. Like, I'm addicted to it, which is nice because it lets the other trades, the other prop firms accounts breathe. So I just kind of trade those more mechanically, which is best for me mechanically or discretionary. Well, it's very boom or bust for me discretionary. Like I can have huge days trading discretionary, but if I trade something that's more systematic or mechanical, and I don't mean like mechanical like trading an inside bar, I mean like something systematic, like taking the 3-minute ORB on ES, you know, or something like that. Like that to me, that's very systematic. You know, where if you back test it, you know, you can make a nice equity curve. Like to me, that's very systematic. That's the stuff I try to do when maybe mentally going through a losing streak or something, because it teaches me to walk away red, which is what I did today. I did a very systematic trade with YM. It did not work. It has about an 85% win rate. Today it did not work. I lost $279 on each Apex account, and I walked away. I said tomorrow it's probably going to work. You know? Is that on TradingView? This is Trade of 8. What's up, Zabak? Zabak's in the house. Yeah, Zabak's been trading for a long time too. Chai on the fly. What's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. So I haven't placed a trade recently. I'm just watching the charts, guys. $1,422 tonight. I'm just observing right now. Silver just right at the VWAP. NQ right at the VWAP. It's kind of doing that sour time before the new hour, before that 8 o'clock hour pops up. So yeah, it's not really doing too much. We're just kind of hanging out and chatting. The gold's still in that downtrend, where silver's in that, it pushed down at the open, but it's gone sideways. Nasdaq in an uptrend. So I think tonight we'll probably get some good movement come 8 o'clock or so. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for, maybe. I don't know how much trading I'll do tonight, though, even after I get off stream. Thursdays are like my Friday night, so I usually like to have a drink. I usually like to have a drink and just kind of chill out. Sometimes I go down and get dinner, but it's so dark. It gets so dark right now up here in the north that already feels like bedtime. Sucks. Summertime, I'm like, all right, Thursday night, go down, have a drink. Oh, guys, look at gold. Looks interesting, Jim. What's gold doing now? Yeah, gold's just in this downwards channel right now. It's just pushing lower. I expect some kabooming and kabooshing possibly when the new hour opens up. But yeah, we're just kind of like floating lower. Cozy up with the PS5. I know. I got to download. I didn't do it last night. I actually, what did I do last night? I worked. So I got off stream and I worked out. And I actually was doing like, yeah, I was working on the vid. You know, it took me forever. I was making a thumbnail for the video that I'm going to release tomorrow. So that's what I did last night after stream. So I never even turned on the PS5. Did I get a moose this year? No, they don't give out permits. So Cajun, up in Maine, they don't. It's a lottery, and it's very, very, very hard to get a moose permit. Yeah, it's very difficult. And I didn't go deer hunting this year either. Always working hard for the stream. Yeah, I actually was last night. Yeah, I was up late working on that thumbnail, and then kind of doing some research and stuff. I'm not very good at making the thumbnails. Some of the streamers got some awesome thumbnails. I don't really know how they do it. But I wish I had some moose meat. Moose meat is so good. Man, moose meat's good. All right, Nasdaq pushing higher, gold pushing lower. Silver. Kind of just hanging out this trend line here. But pretty flat. Got about 20 minutes before the market. The new hour. So that'll be interesting. I will take another trade if we see it. If I see something. But right now I'm not really seeing too much. Up pretty good right now on this account. Up 67, 69 total since you guys are just tuning in. I started this 300K on stream. We've made $6,769 on it so far. And that was, I think we started it probably... I don't know when we started it. Back when it had 90% off, so... maybe a week ago. Ouch. Man, my knee just popped there. People are always wondering if I'm standing or sitting. Standing. Is it a funded? No. Ethan, no. Eval. I'd like for it to be funded, though. Silva in the house. What's going on, man? Yen was made for the inside bar strategy. The yen? Oh, really? I'll have to take a look at that. Let's take a look at that right now. Let's go on Buellanox. I went to flip the Buellanox and actually lost 50 bucks. But still get the max payout. So 4,100 is the max payout. So you can see this account right here. This is how we ended up getting the payout here. Here's the calendar. So 600, 947. You can see right straight through. I had one losing day, 296. And yeah, got this one to pay out. So got this one to pay out, pretty much trading it on stream but off stream. So a lot of times what I'm doing is when I would get in that trade on stream over on the Tradevate accounts, and then the Buellnox I would be trading off stream and just looking for those zero prints. So like looking for those zero prints. So like we took today on that silver trade, and I would do it with Nasdaq and gold. So that's how I ended up getting a lot of those payouts when it came to Lucid as well. So the Japanese yen. Zvak is a yen trader, so he trades yen, which is pretty cool. Yen, you got to be very patient though. Yeah, I can definitely see some inside bars that got broke. There's one here. There's one here. This one too. Okay, Zavak, I see what you're laying down here. Now, how much? What is this worth here? If I click the button, like how much? What kind of? How much per tick is the yen? Each tick $6.25. Okay. Doesn't move much, but so we are looking at Japanese yen here just for fun. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Woo. All right. Little silver trend line break here. Interesting. Do we make a new low? We got 15 minutes before the new top of the hour. Nasdaq still pushing higher. So the little open gap. So Nasdaq opened up with an open gap, came back, filled it, and just absolutely took off. We've seen this so many times a lot of times in the Sunday open, where you get the gap and it just never looks back for the new week open. But yeah, tonight taking off. Kind of curious on how long it's going to take me to get that take profit trader payout. Thank you for whoever just used my Tradeify code. Thank you for using code PINE with Tradeify. Appreciate that. And someone just used my MyFunded Futures code. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was looking to see if Take Profit Trader gave me that payout yet. Not yet. No wicks like in the indices. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. No wicks for sure. Nice bear flag action on silver. Yeah, Fred. So we are pushing down below that trend line. And gold has just kind of been grinding to the downside this whole time. So will silver take out the low? That is the question. Nasdaq just keeps making new highs. Nasdaq making new highs. We feeling last Sunday opening gap, feels like, on Nasdaq or gold. Oh, gold. How do you trade silver on Trade of 8 Apex? It doesn't allow me to. SIL. I mean SIH. Sorry, SIH 6. You can't trade micros, unfortunately. If you could buy the one account right now, which one would it be? I'm looking to add one more account. I've been smashing your Apex account the last few weeks. One account. I mean, I don't know. You said you were. I mean, I'd probably work on. If it was me, I'd probably just try to work on another daily payout account. So another one of those daily payout accounts, maybe with My Funded Futures Rapids or Take Profit Trader or a trade day. The end of day trade days are pretty good. You might like the end of day trade day, and they're just kind of like treat it like you could kind of treat it with your instead of trying to get over that buffer on day one, just kind of copy it with maybe an Apex account or something, and then just kind of grind it higher where it's end of day, and next thing you know, you'll be over the buffer. My Funded Futures Rapids, yeah, those are good too. You can pass those in 2 days and then get paid out on day 3 if you catch a nice one. Silver pushing down. I'm not trading any silver unless it's an inside bar. I'm not touching it. No I think plays, no nothing. Just if this is an inside bar, very mechanical, then I'll look to trade it, but right now no I think it might take out the low or anything like that. So gotta trade it with a system for me. So let's see what NQ is doing. Just doing that grind. So gold dropping, NQ grinding, YM sideways. YM sideways. So I've been watching YM a lot with the 3-minute chart during the New York Open. So kind of trying something a little more mechanical. I'm going to see how it works. I get those accounts to pay out, and then I'll discuss it. If I get it to pay out with that strategy. Yep, Pine. Yep, Pine from My Funded Futures should work. Appreciate that. I like the fact that the core count limits you to 1 micros SIL. Yeah, that is a good point, Coach Fred. That is something that would be definitely more responsible when you're trading silver. M Stone trying another long. Nice. After getting out of the silver short. Nice. Good luck. Yeah, we placed a silver trade tonight on Apex, so it does work. So we placed a nice trade. I love that my drawdown is still at 7,500, so. I need to figure out how to copy trade on TradingView. Anyone know the best way? Does anyone know the best way to copy trade on TradingView? Red Candles is asking. I don't have any idea. Full Tilt Futures in the house. What's going on? What do I do to pass the account so quickly? Uber Eats. I go in heavy. So like Apex accounts, for instance, when they're right now Apex accounts are 80% off. That's actually a pretty good deal. 90% off is not all the time. I ended up getting like some accounts at 90% off. So, but right now it's the second best deal that they have. When they're cheaper, when they're like $30, 20, $30, I full port them at open. That's what I do. I wait. So when I go to pass those accounts, those cheaper ones, I wait for the open. I try to pick a direction, or a inside bar, or a harami, or something, or have a target, and I just try to trade it on the momentum. So I'll just look for a break. So I'll look at the 5-minute candle, and if I think it's pushing down heavy, I have a bracket set up. It's called Apex Pass. It's actually right here. You guys can, I think you can see it. Maybe you can't see it. It's called Apex Pass. It's a 61 tick take profit, and that's 10 minis. 10 minis, no stop loss. So it's 10 NQ minis, and I just hop in, market, and then 61 ticks, and that's $3,000. 10 minis. And that's how I pass them so quickly. I mean, that's 50K account. Yeah, I go full port one entry, yeah. But I don't recommend it, right? So if you can't pass a prop firm, if you can't pass one on regularly, then you're not gonna get to a payout probably. I know, because right now it's like you don't need to pass a prop firm. You can just get straight to funded accounts now. So you don't need to if you want to pay the long dollar. But when they're cheaper, I just full port them. I don't waste time on the Apex or Bulanox. I don't. Now Lucid, Take Profit Trader, Trade Day, I trade those 1-2 minis, and I do like what I doing tonight. Up $1,422. 2 trades, like trading 1 mini each. That's what I do. Of course, one of them was a silver trade, but yeah, I'll just do that, and then grind it for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 7 days, and pass the account. 8 days. But to me, it's like I need funded accounts to get payouts, because that's. But yeah, I mean, for Apex, that's what I do, full port. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. 300K, you can't do that. I mean, 300K, you can't. But these 50Ks, I probably was like a one out of every 2, 1 out of every 3 I end up passing. So I would say closer to 1 out of every 3 full porting to get 19 of them passed. And so that's essentially $60 per account, right? Occasionally I'd have a streak where I'd hit 3, 4, 5 in a row. And the other thing I do one at a time. That's me personally. I'll do one at a time and pass them one at a time. I don't try to take 20 and pass them all at once. To me, that just feels too bad. Like, it's too like, oh, if you don't hit it. When you pass it, it's great, but like if you don't hit it, it's like, oh man. Like on CPI news. So like on CPI news is a great day to pass those accounts. This is not financial advice, by the way, guys. I'm just telling you what I do. This is sometimes. But like on CPI news, that's that big news day. You take a big candle on the news. I don't even know which day it was, but let's just say this was CPI news, right? This big candle. Well, I would just wait for. This was CPI news, actually, I believe. So on this case right here, what I would do, I'll show you exactly what I would do. I go to Apex Pass. I'd go to 10 minis, right? And then I would place a bracket just before the news. So I know the news is going to come out, be released at 8:30 p.m. I mean 8:30 a.m. And I would go just above here. And I would go buy. And then I would go just below here, this little range, and I'd go sell. And do you see how much of this candle I needed to make to pass this account? That's all I needed. So when CPI released, boom, shot right up, right? It kaboomed. And yeah, that's account passed right there. Boom. That's all you needed. So that's what I do on news releases when I'm trying to pass those accounts. I don't hedge them or do anything like that. I just do this. So during New York, you can kind of do the same thing. Like I said, not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I do to pass these accounts. Sometimes on the quick New York move. So same thing, all right? So we had New York Open right here. This is the New York Open. Right here. You can go, you know, you can kind of like maybe go down to a smaller time frame, something, look at the range. But like that's how much of that candle you needed to make, this New York Open candle, to pass that account. And it has to go on one shot because of the intraday trailing. So if it goes up and doesn't quite hit your TP and pulls back to your even, you're done. That account is going to get blown. But so that's how I pass Apex accounts. If you're going to do any of that degeneracy, make sure you use code PINE. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, I mean, that's just honest. I'm just being honest with you guys. The ATM setting, yeah, it's just 61 ticks, take profit only. What you got to do, the key is too, you got to go Apex Pass, use code PINE. So that's the key. That's what you name it. If you don't name it this, then it won't work. But yeah, I'm just joking, guys. But yeah, no, for real, like that's how I end up passing those accounts. Now I don't recommend it, like it's not for everyone, but like that is what, when you see a lot of the YouTubers and other people like trading 20 Apex accounts, 20 are maxed out on the Bulanox accounts and things like that, you can be willing to bet that they're not taking their time on those accounts to try to get them passed. They're just going to pass them, and then they're going to slow down them when they get funded, and then try to work on the funded. That's where the discipline comes into place, because when you start doing that full port stuff, you bring that nonsense to your funded account, you're going to blow the accounts, and then you're going to start right back over. So, you know, it is what it is, but like that's what I do. So there's my ramble. Oh, we had some subs. Meekian, Dylan, Hootie, 504. Thank you so much for the subs. See inside bar on the silver tell you. I'm telling you right now that the market just before this new open, the new hour right here is like, I try not to touch things just before a new hour. So within 10 minutes of a new hour, 5-10 minutes, I try not to touch anything. I try not to be in a trade. If I'm in a trade, then I usually like to have a stop around the evening. So yeah, anytime you get like that time 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after that new hour, it can be very, very tricky. Just a little heads up. This is a new hour, guys. So Nasdaq is not doing anything. Gold and silver going a little wonky here. Gold pushing down. Silver's probably right behind it. But yeah. What else we got? Just failing on 20 Apex accounts makes for a great stream. Yeah, I know. Yeah. DJT does that. Yeah, for sure. Everyone at full points and within a few takes a pass and comes back and blows up. Yeah, full tilt futures. That's the thing with intraday trailing accounts when you're trying to pass them in one shot, is you got to have that volatility. You got to have those big spikes. You don't think 35 columns, 300K on CPI and non-farms in the past? Insider trading, you can. I've done it once. I have done it. On a 250K and a 300K. So yeah, I've definitely done that. It can work. It's just not easy. CPI is my favorite news to pass things. For me personally, that's my favorite one. I didn't have to do it this year because I was already passed. But Nick, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it there. This is like my Friday night, right? So, full week of streams, Sunday through Thursday. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow. I'm gonna put out a little video, a little strategy video, just with silver. I've already kind of explained it tonight, but I appreciate it if you guys do watch it at least, so I get the watch hours, and to at least smash the like button on the video. I'm currently editing it right now, and I got the thumbnail all made, so I'm going to put it out tomorrow. And yeah, please use code PINE for all your prop firm needs. Lucid has great deal for new users, so if you guys are if you're a new user, you get the max discount with code PINE for Lucid. And that's for new users. But sorry guys, I can't speak. I'm getting tired. Old users can get a discount too when you use code PINE for Lucid. And then My Funded Futures, of course, use code PINE, and Trade Day and Take Profit Trader and Apex and Bulanox. Trade Day, PINE with a capital P. So if you're picking up any Trade Day accounts, it's PINE with a capital P. It won't work if you put all lowercase. It won't work if you put all uppercase. You have to put PINE with a capital P. And sorry, I'm going to annoy you guys. I'm going to keep saying it because, to be honest with you, my Trade Day sales are one of my lowest, which is crazy to me because it doesn't make any sense, and I think it's because of my code. Take Profit Trader is my best affiliate, and Trade Day is my worst. That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, PINE with a capital P for Trade Day. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to put out a video tomorrow, just a little strategy video, nothing fancy. And I'll see you guys Sunday night. Stay tuned for the outro. Peace, guys. Trade safe.
Yeah. Penetrate trader. Charts lit. Wrist tight.
Peace, guys.
Inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen, prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream.
Do I ever move my stop on an inside bar? Sometimes, yeah. If it makes more sense to put it on a low, I'll do that, but yeah. Sometimes you have to put the stop where it makes more sense, you know? Anyways, guys, peace.
Pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. ANQ moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund the dream. Inside bar break, wait patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk defined, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Send funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade they take profit, Apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing the counts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. cat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small